I kept moving smoothly along the underwater cliff wall, examining it and trying to find anything anomalous in the structure of the rock that might indicate the presence of a hidden entrance or mechanism. True vision allowed me to see the underwater world in a totally different light. Its contours became sharper, its shadows darker. Wait, I thought, what's this? As I moved along, I noticed that one part of the rock face was different from the others. The surface of the stone here was smooth and almost perfectly even, unlike earlier spots, which were rough, cracked, and covered with lake moss. My heart froze as I swam closer to the spot and ran my hand along the stone. I felt an unexpected faint warmth emanating from it. A smile spread across my lips. There it was. These sensations couldn't possibly be confused with anything else. That barely perceptible feeling of warmth was the byproduct of the amber mana the artificers had used in creating the energy channels in their mechanisms. I focused my attention on the stone and finally saw a faintly glowing, deep amber energy pattern. My hand reached out to touch the stone again, and I felt minor depressions and curves in its surface that mirrored the energy pattern, whose center was a little spot of mana shaped like a teardrop. These secret magical mechanisms somehow reminded me of the one in my castle, but I didn't see any opening for an amulet/key of any kind. Apparently, this one worked on a different principle. Most likely, it was some sort of magical key, like in my old world. I reached out and touched the little drop once again, and suddenly the golden parasite made its presence known once again. It could sense the stream of mana. The insatiable bastard shot a few energy tendrils out toward the amber energy system and started sucking the mana out of it. I tried to yank my hand back, but damn it! I was glued to the wall. Just when the mana in the stone pattern was almost gone, I heard a short, loud sound like that of a steel lock snapping open. A shudder rippled across the surface of the rock, accompanied by a strange noise that sounded from underwater at least, like the blast of a low-pitched horn. I quickly glanced down at the base of the cliff and smiled, although it wasn't an especially confident smile. Slowly but surely, a heavy stone hatch was sliding open at the bottom of the lake. The water around it began to swirl, creating a small current that started sucking me down toward the opening. Thanks to my golden tendrils, however, I stayed right where I was. Could this really be it, I wondered? Could this really be the entrance to the treasure? Strange. But my joy was short-lived. The hatch had disappeared almost entirely into the base of the cliff when something huge and dark emerged from within the yawning black opening. For a second, my heart froze when I saw a creature that resembled an alligator in terms of size and shape, but which was covered with scales that seemed to absorb every last photon of light, making the beast almost completely invisible in the dark depths of the lake.